Hello everyone, XQ Crafting here. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. So the video for today is a craft room tour of my crafting space and where I also like to read and sometimes play video game, and I spend time alone to organize my thoughts. So it is my happy place. Just a heads up, this is a long video and I will be showing you details of everything that I accumulated over the years. Please buckle up and enjoy. Okay, so this is back where I have my little game set up. It's not craft related. And then the only thing that is kind of craft related is the box on the bottom. There is all the kind of like tapes. Like I have duct tape, I have carpet tape, and just like all kind of tapes that I need. I have it here. But everything else is just for decoration. So we're gonna start this side. So here I have my chair, and I use this chair here in the middle of the room when I'm playing. And then when I'm not, that's just my little place to read. I bring my books here and then I have that light on. But sometimes I just turn my lights on the back on, and I'll show you how it looks like right now. So this is how it looks like when I'm just here to read, and I just turn on this light. And I read my books there, and that like top there is just what I have my laminating machine. But yeah, this is the background where I use just to mostly as an inspiration and then as a whimsical place, because this is my happy place. This room is where I spend time alone and I read and I do my crafting. So this is my place where I have time for myself and organize my thoughts. So I wanted to organize in a way that it looked nice and inspiring and calm for me. So that's how it looks like when I just want to sit down here and read on my chair. The curtains I got on Amazon. And I got the curtain rod on the top there from Walmart. And then those little lights are old also. They're very old. I got them on Walmart like I don't know how long ago, but it's years. I got them years ago. And they still work. So we'll start here on this first drawer. My distress inks and archival inks, and then a Versamark ink for stamping, like embossing stamping. And those are how I have organized. I just have like 4 of the big ones, distress inks, and then everything else is like these smaller cubes. And this base, I made it myself with foam board from Dollar Tree. Because these drawers are not very deep, so I didn't know if any other thing that I already have it would fit in here. So I just decided to, instead of risking it, buying something that wouldn't fit in this drawer, I made it myself. I do have other inks in here, and those are not archival. They are some of them I never used, actually, never even opened. But yeah, they are the big ones, and I don't even know like how good they are. I know they are Ranger, so I imagine they are good. But those I got also a Tuesday morning a really long time ago. These ones a friend's mom gave it to me. So I have those, and then I have these ones that I got Tuesday morning, and then those right here that I also bought a Tuesday morning a while, like a few years back. but I don't use those very often. You see a few of them are still closed, and that's how I organize them in here. I didn't want to occupy more space putting something else inside to organize them, because like I said, these drawers are not very deep, and lifting them would not be, maybe I wouldn't be able to close if I had something inside. So I just organize them this way. I just organize them like this. And then in here I have blending tools and embossing powder. They fell off. It's not as organized as it was before, but still. And then I have a few stamping blocks, which is not a lot also. This here is my finger dabbers, like a blending tools. I have a bigger jet black archival ink pad there. I have a refill here, reinker, I think that's the name, reinker. I have a few more of the finger dabbers in this container right here. It's just the same as this one. It didn't come on this, it came on that package. I bought 2 of those on Michael's also a really long time ago. And then this I think I bought at Walmart to organize, I don't know, I think there's to organize jewelry, so I just put the finger dabbers in here. I have some makeup sponges here, and then I have this thick embossing powder, a few embossing powder, very little, white and then what, black and then white and then glossy. And then I have embossing dabber. I think this works like the this Versamark ink, but instead is like a dabber, and of course you will emboss like a bigger area. So I bought this. I did use, it looks like it's closed, but it's not. It's sealed. It's not sealed. I used before. And then this is the embossing tool, just to help with the static, because where I live it does have a lot of static. And then in here I have some other sponges organized this way, and I put them all in these little containers. I got at Walmart, and it comes with 3 in a package of 99 cents, like for $1. So I think that was pretty good. And then this is a pencil, watercolors and brush markers. So this is my drawer with my watercolors. I also organized in those little containers. This is acrylic pens. I got this Amazon. I don't use them very often, but I think they do a good job. They do a good job. I'm not a professional artist. I just like art stuff, art related stuff, but I cannot say, oh, that's good, that's bad, because I don't know myself. I just try stuff out and I like it and I keep them and I use them. This is like 3-tone color pencil. I do not know how to say the name of this this brand, but those are also old. I bought a few years back. They are, let me see if I can open them. They are color pencils that has multicolors in just one pencil. You can see there are many colors. You see it? So yeah, I have those. I have the Staedtler, I think that's how you say the name, the graphite pencils. This is also old. It's from 2011, 2012 when I got those. Then my Prismacolor watercolors, that's also from 2011. Old, but I still use it. And these are my big brush markers. Those are expensive actually, but they're really good, and they are archival ink, and they are Faber-Castell, and they have a big barrel, and I absolutely love them to do my art journal stuff. But like I said, they're pretty expensive, but they are good. they last a really long time. And these are my Stabilo, I don't know if you say Stabilo, it's Stabilo pens that I bought also in 2012. And they still work, they still work. And this is just like a little album, some materials that came in a Gelatos, but I just put them in here. Well, I don't really have that much space in the drawer where the Gelatos are, so I just left this in here. Then my last drawer is my Gelatos and pastels. So I have this water-soluble oil pastel. I used those a few times in my videos already. This is oil pastels. This is soft pastels. I have a bottom one here in the bottom that is the Faber-Castell soft pastels, and then in here I have oil pastels also, which is a bigger set, and this is my pan pastels. I'll open so you can see how they look like. The pan pastels are also a kind of expensive soft pastel, but they are good, but they are expensive too. But they come like in little pans like this, and then it comes with the sponges on the bottom. But each one of these are a different color, and they are very vibrant, very smooth, really pretty. And I just have one set, but I love my pan pastel set. I don't regret buying them. Moving on to the only other thing that is still in this that I didn't show you are my Gelatos. This is a stamp that it came with it, so I just left there. There's a little spray bottle, gesso, and then a little, I don't know how to call this, just to get water and put droplets if you're trying to dilute them, because the Gelatos are water soluble. So these are Gelatos. This is the kit that I bought, and it has like all the Gelatos. And these in here are gel sticks. They are also from Faber-Castell, but they are gel sticks. They are not Gelatos. They look like Gelatos, behave a lot like Gelatos. It's similar to me, like actually for me is the same how they behave, but they are not Gelatos. What they, like Lindsay the Frugal Crafter, have a review, like the video is a few years old, but she have a review on both, and she contacted the company, I believe, and something about that, like what the difference between them. It looks like the Gelatos for artists and the gel sticks for non-artists and kids, and but I'm not a professional artist, like I said before, so I'm okay just using the gel sticks, even though I do have the real Gelatos as well. So that's that for this first little cabin here. So like I said, this is my laminating machine, and I'll move on to this side, which it doesn't really have a lot of stuff to show. I did labeled everything so I can find anything easily now. I used to sometimes avoid crafting, even though I love it, because I would have to go around and trying to find the stuff that I needed to use. I don't have to do that anymore. In my craft room, I organized for a little bit now, and it's still organized. It's still here the same way, if not better than when I finish reorganizing everything. So I'm so happy that I have a place for everything, and everything's still very organized. So on this side I have my sewing machine. I do not know how to sew, but I still have a sewing machine, and I like to try it out stuff sometimes. This is just like a little thing to, I don't know the name, but I just stick all my pins in here. And here I have my needles and threads and the little tools that I can use to sew. These are my threads. I have 2 drawers of threads. This is my, like, the little tools that came with the sewing machine, and then my needles that I bought for the sewing machine. And here are the manual and a few zippers and buttons, stuff that I can use to put in on clothes if I ever decide to do any. And then on top here I just have these are cables for stuff that I might be using when I'm here at my desk crafting, so I just left it over here. But I have other cables, but these ones are the small ones that I just left hanging here. I do have staples for my mini staple gun, and then my ATG gun, little paper puncher. This is also paper puncher, glue gun. My scissors are engraving tool, which I never used, but it's there in case I need it. I have my brayers that I got on Amazon. My little tool here, I forgot the name. My I forgot the name of this, but I use this for my mostly for my embossing paste and stuff like that. This is when if I choose to draw something and I erase something, I can just use this instead of my hands or blowing out, so it doesn't stain the paper with oil or anything like that. Then I have my crocodile here, my heating tool, and then another mini tiny glue gun that I have for 11 years now. I do have it for 11 years because I got it when I moved here. And then all my rulers. Then towards the bottom here, like I said, I don't have anything inside these little drawers. It's just one of them. This little thing here, my brother gave me a really long time ago. I think like more than 15 years ago, and I brought it with me. I have a jar of water there just to brush, water my brushes. Then I have 2 jars of candy on the back. No craft related, but I'm here a lot, so I have that. These are my tech stuff. These are my tech stuff where I keep my microphone, my HDMI cables, my labeling machine. I also have refills in here and cables that I need for charging my stuff that I use when I'm in the crafting desk. Here I have my big kick C4C machine, so when I want to cut stuff with my dies. Here I have just sewing stuff and ribbons. And then here I have random stuff, so the screws and stuff that I use in the stuff that I put together, for example the furniture that I put together, are here. Whatever spares they send are here. This is my little toolbox that I use quite often, to be honest. And then here is just empty boxes and then old tech that are from stuff that I might just need to move and I don't want it to break, so I kept the boxes of those. On the bottom here I have florals, and this is like stuff to make flowers, and then Halloween stuff too. I have a few little things from Halloween in here, and then anything floral related I have here. Then I have empty containers, and then cups if I need it. They're paper cups, but I have empty containers that I use sometimes to make fairy houses with my homemade clay. And these are just yarn. If I need yarn, I have a few in there. So this is my desk where I craft, and my chair. Let me move it aside. My trash can is right there underneath the table. This is my chair where I craft, and then it has one drawer where I keep the stuff that I grab the most when I'm crafting. So I have my glue sticks. I have more, but I organized them in here in case I need it. They're right there. And here I just have pens and pencils that I can use when if I'm needed when I'm crafting, because this is my crafting desk. This is a eraser. I have more erasers there. A pencil sharpener. So I do have. This is mostly for drawing if I decide to. I don't know how, and I'm not good at it, but I still like it, so I do it. And these are my little tools that I use quite often. So I have scissors here, my Tim Holtz scissors, and then craft knife, and then a poking tool, bone folder. This is a big brush marker that I use very often. Then I have the white one there too. Then glue, normal glue, because I do have other glue somewhere else, a lot more, but this is the ones that if I need it, it's right here. And then I have this, it's just like little clumps. If I need it, they're there. A little Scotch tape. Then I have a mini mat in here. It's very tiny in case I need to cut something really quickly and I have something above this one, like on top of this one. I can just pull this one out and cut it really quickly. And then tiny ruler here. This is just a picture for a project that I'm thinking about doing. It's just two little birds when they were babies. My dad took that picture for me. They were not disturbed. They grew and flew away. Very pretty. They're probably living their best life now. This little magnifying glass. I have a little notebook here if I have to note something real quick. On this side I have my camera battery, my extra battery, and then this is to put on the bottom of the camera just to attach to the clump that I have when I'm filming. And I have corner punch, and these are just extra batteries and extra memory cards. And here I just have like paper clips and then a little stapler too, but this is mostly just like office stuff if I'm doing anything that is related to that in this desk. Okay, so I'll show you my setup. These are my lights. These lights didn't come here. I had a lights that looked just like that, but it was smaller, a lot smaller. But I used those lights forever, and I broke one, then I replaced it, and I broke the other one, so I replaced it. And those are huge. And the lights that I had, that I bought, it came with this stand right here, and the other one on the other side is the same. So this was just for the light. It came with the light, the stands, and then the umbrella, and it's from this place. I bought it on Amazon in 2015, I believe. It was not more than 14, 15. That's where, like 2014, 2015, that's where when I bought it. So it is old, and didn't come with this. It did not come with this. It just came with the light, this part right here attached in here. But I needed to save, like find a way to make it like a space in my craft room, so I didn't have lights hanging and then I stand for my camera. So I just bought these clumps here, and it's been hanging pretty well, this one. The other side, I'm gonna show you that it doesn't hold well. It didn't hold well because the rubber that comes in the middle here, it fell off. So since this is metal, it will not hold, it will not stand there. Even if you clump like the maximum you can, like this, it will not hold. So I had to improvise, and I'll show you what I did. Kind of crazy, but it's working for me. So this is how my lights look right above my desk. And then I bought this bar separately, and I just bought another clump. I already had this arm here, so I just bought the clump, and the arm attached to clump just fine. And then I bought this to attach my camera, because I remember not long ago I used to unscrew my camera to if I had to move shots, but now I don't have to. I just press this and the camera come off. My camera is not very heavy, so it holds with this, but if your camera is heavy, it might not hold, so be careful with what you put your camera on. And then this is just my headset. When I'm crafting, I use that. And this is what I was saying, that this clump lost the little rubber that come with it, so I had to improvise. So I had this thing that is made of wood, so I just covered with contact paper. I use contact paper for a lot of stuff. And then the wood part I just left like this, because now it grabs and it grips pretty well. The clump doesn't go anywhere because it's wood. So that's how my setup is, and it goes right above my desk, my crafting desk. So then I'm gonna move to this side over here. That side there is kind of messy, and I apologize. It's not as crazy as it looks. It's organized, but it's just because the things that you see that it looks like is paper rolled, those are diamond painting that I bought on Amazon, and they don't come in a box, so it comes like that. Well, at least this ones that I bought doesn't come in a box. And the other thing I do have there are my post boards. I bought 50 of those because I always use it, and this one is what I use to put, like, make a white background to take pictures. That's why you see that there. Here is just like a little bucket with cellophane. And I also have a tissue paper that is very, very long. I still use to do my journaling stuff. And in this craft little cart in here, I have my ephemeras. Those are all ephemeras. This is just more baggies, like cellophane baggies. If I need to make a gift to someone, I have it. But this cart are all with everything are ephemeras. Ephemera packages. Okay, and then I didn't label because I know that's just for ephemera. And this here next to the wall is my light pad. I have an A2 light pad that I use to do my diamond painting. You don't have to have, if you do diamond painting, you know you don't have to have such a big one, but I do like to make like the big diamond paintings, and that's why I bought the big one. And then I bought the bag to put inside, so it doesn't get scratched or doesn't break. This here is my little cart. As you can see, it's kind of empty, which is on purpose. I like to do that, like I would like to keep that way. This is my baby wipes when I'm crafting, and then this is a mini tiny journal. I made this one and another one of this one, and I showed how to do it in my channel. And then I have this tiny one, which is the same process, just measured differently, but it's the exact same process. I have a few paper, like white paper here. I have alcohol to clean my desk, or if I need to clean anything in my room. And those are all, this is like a hand sanitizer, and the other three are water, like a bottle of water with just to spray stuff like when I'm crafting. And then down here I have my silicone mat in case I'm doing anything with my clay, paper clay, or my homemade clay. I use this. This is my craft mat that I have for years and years and years, and these are just to clean my desk or brushes or stuff. If I need to, I have them here. They're clean. They look ugly and old, but they're clean. This box all holds my zip ties if I need to tie anything here when I'm crafting, and then also I have my my spares of glue sticks are in here. I bought like a huge package. And of course down here I have the plastic wrap in case I'm working with clay. I wrap it around so it doesn't dry, so I use that for that. This top part I leave empty because I want to be able to put stuff here that I'm gonna use to craft, and I can just drag my cart to around my desk, and once I'm done I can just put it back and then reorganize everything in their like correct places. That's actually how I been keeping my craft room very organized. And then down here I have papers, all my I'm not gonna show you them individually. Oh, and I have a extra craft like self-healing mat there on the back, and then big papers that doesn't fit here is also there on the back next to the wall in the little space between this and the wall. And then all those are my papers. This is my cardstocks, like the solid colors. It's not the most organized in the world, but I think it works out fine for me, at least until now. And then I also have a few tags in here, manila tags and manila paper folders that I can use. A lot of chipboard, a lot of like chipboard, and those are recycled. The stuff that I used, like that sometimes comes behind a legal pad, or I can, when it's done, I can just use the chipboard. And actually I made my journal with the back of this. So yeah, I have those papers. So those are all papers. They're old. I do not buy paper anymore. I don't buy paper anymore. I really don't need. I have no need to buy more paper because I don't craft as much with paper. So I really don't need to buy more paper. So probably in years and years and years, I will not buy anymore because I have enough. And then on this side are my sprays. They are mostly this brand, which I will not try to say it. I'm so sorry. But yeah, those are sprays also from Tuesday Morning, really long time ago. And I organized them in these little baskets that again I bought at Walmart. And they come in a pack of 3. Let me just turn on the little light here. I have a push light right there that I can just turn on and off. This was in the kitchen area, so I just grabbed this. It comes in a pack of 2, and what I did was I needed to organize my sprays from the same brand. This is just like kids paint that I really like the color. I have for a really long time and I like the color. They're still working fine, so I just put it there. And those are my sprays from that brand that I would not try to say the name, I'm sorry. So I just organized that way and I can reach everything very easily. And in the back there I just have glitter, and then one acrylic paint, chalk paint, and the very back is just like a few little tiny drawers that I got a really long time ago at Michael's, but it's not being used right now, so I just put it on the back. But yeah, that's how I organized. And I got this idea from a lady. I will link her the video that she suggested down in the description box below, so you can check it out, because it was not my idea, it was hers. I thought it was genius and I decided to use for myself, and it worked out fine. And then here I have this tiny acrylic paint, mini acrylic paint, and then some stickles back there on the back. And here are my acrylic paints. All of them are, most of them are, came in a package from Michael's in the clearance aisle. And then I have a few, just a few that are Martha Stewart glass paint, those ones right here. And then those right here are Distress acrylic paint. They are Tim Holtz. And then this here are my oxide sprays, and then dilution sprays. So in front here is the small oxide sprays, and the ones right here and half here is dilutions, and then this side all the way to the back are, and I have a push light there too, are oxides. So I bought them one set at a time, and then I build my collection. Also something that I do not think I need to buy more until I'm using, like I used half of it. So yeah, so the front here is distress, from here until here dilutions, from this side all the way to the back are again distress, but they are bigger containers. And this came, I think is just to unclog if you get clogged up, but I do not know. I never needed to use that, but it's there in case I need it. And by the way, this here I built myself. I used, it's not perfect, but it works fine, and the inks are, the paints are displayed. I like the way it is. I made it with foam board from Dollar Tree. Same as this. These are all my alcohol markers, and then my fancy watercolor brushes, my fancy fine line pens, and then some other pens that is not so fancy, and then some chalk markers. So those up here are Spectro Noir alcohol marker. To here, those are Prima alcohol marker. Those are American Crafts alcohol marker. I just have one here that's Pro Maker. It's just one. I had a whole package, but they all dried out, so I just threw them away. I don't know how to rig them. I tried to put alcohol, but it was a mess. And then in here are my gel pens. Here are just like fine liners. They are just generic brand. And then in here my Stabilo or Stabilo pens, fine line pens. And like I said, this is my fancy fine liners. These are my fancy watercolor brushes. These are all my normal brushes, like for acrylic paint and whatever I need to do. They're all here. And those are archival ink markers, and then these are my chalk markers. And again, I made this thing to fit in here with foam board from Dollar Tree. And then in here I have like a sample of my little clay house. I still need to paint this, but yeah, I made with clay and then recyclable jar, like it's a glass jar, and it's a lamp. You just put lights in there and it's gonna light up the room. Really cute. So I made that. This is just a frame from Lake Tahoe. In here I have diamond painting containers. It's just my spare containers that I use. There in the back is another little fairy house made with clay. This is a little house I got at Dollar Tree. It's just a wood, but I covered with clay and painted and made it all cute. This little box is empty. And then in here are all my washi tapes. I don't have like a crazy collection of washi tape. It's not the most organized in the world, but I have enough. I really don't need to buy more. So that's my full and complete washi tape collection. And up here I have my, this is just a box that I didn't want to throw away. I can use for a project. This Project Life, I've never really did anything with it, but I have it. The cards there. This calligraphy introduction is like a course I got at Marshall's. This is to make cupcakes. This is like also for albums. It looks like Project Life. This is a sticker book that I use for my art journal. This is a book to teach you how to draw. This is also a different book for collage. They're not stickers, but you can cut it and then use for journals or collage or whatever you want to do with that. And this is my book for diamond painting. It's a hardcover diamond painting book, and the letters are big. Someone who does diamond painting that has some difficulty see books in the normal letter. This one has big letters, so you can record your diamond painting progress. So yeah. And on this side are my art journals that I made myself. I have a video, an old video teaching how I made one of those. Then my notebook that I use also was an art journal. This I think this is only for drawing. Then these two are sketchbooks, but I use them as art journal too. And then this one, which is my Delusion, is the biggest art journal I have. This small one here is my latest one. I have a video on my channel teaching how to do it from beginning to end. And in here is my little counter that I made, and I have a video that I show how I made this. This chair used to be, if you look my old video, you can see there was just one of those office, like normal small office chair, and I transformed into this bigger pink chair. Is not perfect, it doesn't look perfect, but is a lot more comfortable than it was before, and it's pink. I love it because it goes better with my room. And then my ergonomic mouse, and my TV is an old small TV that I use as a second monitor to edit my videos. And this over here I bought on Amazon just to put the monitor and then organize a few things. And this side is where I put my cables to charge my phone and my tablet and a few other extra ones, and then the blocks also. And then on this side are just pen, like normal pen. They're just like writing pens and pencils. If I'm doing anything, this is like office related stuff. If I'm doing anything in here, which I will be doing because it's where I normally do my editing, need to write down anything, I'll have that there. This here I just made it myself. Is made with a small cardboard box. The back here is a small cardboard box, and then this little sign was a friend who gave it to me. And then here I have my the box for my glasses, for the UV glasses. And then I also have, I use normal glasses as well, a tiny trash can, pen with a bow. I have a few paper clips there. My friend, her and her son, every time they see something small and cute and pink, they get it for me, which is really adorable, and I always love everything. So, and then this, my tablet, like I said, I made this with a cardboard box, a small cardboard box, and foam board. Cardboard and foam board. I made it. I just wanted something that will fit in this area, with this length, and then this being this width, this wide, and I couldn't find it. I didn't want anything transparent either, so I made it myself. It's perfect? Of course not, but it's perfect for this space, and I like it. I paper punched a few of these butterflies in a contact paper because I cover the whole thing with contact paper, and then I use a different contact paper to paper punch, and I punched the butterflies, which I really love, and I put it over here, and I think it looks cute. So moving on to this side, and I'm gonna start from the bottom. Those are flowers. Those here is mostly paper flowers. And by the way, these are from Walmart. All the stuff that I have actually in this room are from Walmart and Michael's. I really don't have an IKEA because I see a lot of people with their craft room and or organized with the stuff from IKEA. I do not have an IKEA next to me. I don't think I do. If you have an IKEA and it's cheaper for you to get it, go for it. I don't have it, and everything I have is not from there. And then I have this here, going back to the flowers. Those are paper flowers, and then flower stickers that is like kind of material that it looks like paper or fabric. But yeah, those are all like my flowers from Recollections and Prima flowers. They're all in here in this box, and the box comes with a lid. I don't use it, of course, for obvious reasons, but it is brown, but I cover the side with contact paper, like pink, to go with the aesthetic of the room, because I have a lot of my stuff is still in pink. In here I have my alphabets and words, and I just separate them with pink cardstock that I laminated with my laminating machine, and then I use my label maker machine to do the labels to separate what are those. So in here I have ribbons and alphabets and stickers. Those are just like stickers. There's like this, and then this side, because this side here is words and letters, but they are stickers. This side is those are thickers, which is like the foam alphabets. They're like very thick, but it's foamy. And then in here are my chipboard letters, like this one. Those are made with chipboard. So I have them organized this way, so that way if I need it, I can just come here and choose which one I want to work with. And again, covered with contact paper. And then in here I have all my stickers that those are just normal stickers, like this. For example, this is for Christmas. So I separate them. I don't have a lot, but enough for me. So I just separate them like with this, with the little dividers. And then those are brads and buttons. In here I have enamel dots. I like that. Enamel dots, and then Christmas related stuff. Here's for boys and girls, like stickers that I do any card or anything for kids. And then the back I have travel, blings, but it's not that doesn't look as organized, but it's easy to find stuff in here now because everything is labeled. And I put this on the front so I know which this box is about. There, of course, there is more than that inside, but at least I know what to look for in front. And then up here is the chipboard stickers and things like miscellaneous. And then in also stickers. I know I have the bottom box as with the stickers, but these stickers are long sheets of stickers, so I put it in like in a way here that it will fit. And then border stickers. Okay, so I put it down so you can at least see what I have. So it's chipboard stuff. So in here, this is like, and this is thick chipboard stuff. You see those are like many, like it has 4 different sheets of chipboard stuff here, and then some chipboard albums. I taught you how to do one with watercolor paper, but this one is made with chipboard. I made myself a few, and this one I bought it. And then just ephemera, but those are chipboard. And then in the middle here I have the stickers that I told you about. They go laying down on the side. Sorry about the glare there. But yeah, those are just normal stickers, but they're like long sheets of stickers. And then in here I have borders. Those are stickers too, but they are border stickers. See, they're also very long. So I have organized this way. Then on this side I have like sleeves. I bought this also at Walmart. And then thin dies and stencils. I'll show you what I have. So this is these sleeves are from We Are Memory Keepers, and that's how I organize my dies. And then I do have others like this one that is from, the sleeves are from Walmart, that I organize a few other dies that is a little bit bigger. Yeah, those are my dies and how I organize them. And like you see, they're all those thin metal ones. Here is my folder of stencils. I also organized them this way. Some of them were really long or too wide and wouldn't fit this, so I cut it just a little bit on the side, just a little bit on the side to fit in here. Those are from Dilutions, the positive and the negative side. But yeah, this is how I organize my stencils. These are from Walmart. A few of them are crumped in just one page because they came in a package and I didn't want to separate them, so I can keep what brand they are from. But yeah, so those are my stencils. I have obviously more than I really needed, but yeah, I organized them here and I'm not planning to buy anymore. This is just white contact paper because my papers placed there on the bottom where I showed before doesn't fit anything anymore, and that's exactly why I don't buy more contact cardstock paper or any kind of paper. This is a photo paper to print photo. This is just like colorful cardstock and pink cardstock. This is my thermal laminating pouches that I use for my laminating machine, and then this is more picture paper to print pictures. And then on this side here I have some more stencils that are way too big to fit into a folder there. So, and then moving down here, this is where I have my rubber stamps and embossing folders. Let me see if I can get this down for you. Heavy. Yeah, so those are my rubber stamps, and then embossing folder, and I labeled here on the front so I can find it, but I also have a divider here. So this back here are my embossing folders, and I used these little, because when I bought these years ago, I threw the package away. So now that I wanted to organize, it, I didn't have the package. So what I did is I bought this thing here to put DVDs, I think for movies, and I just put the embossing folder inside, and I did the same thing for my stamps. Some of my stamps still had the package, the original package, so I left that there. The ones that I didn't, I just used this little pouch to put it inside. So these are my rubber stamps, from Stupendous, and yeah, they're all inside the package with the paper that came in the original packaging, but the plastic was not there anymore, so I just put it in here. So these are my rubber stamps with die, so it came with a stamp and a die, so I put it also over here. And then those are big stamps that I don't have many, but those are big ones, and a few from Tim Holtz back here I didn't want to put anywhere else, so it's here. And then on the back here I have thick dies in this part, so I don't forget that they are back there. And this is just how I organize those dies that are like this. They're like the C4C thick dies. So this is a small one, but I have big ones on the back, and that's how I organize them. Of those, and that's how I organize it. And then there are a few in the back. Okay, so moving down here, I have a little decoration and a little bit of my machines to print stuff. So I have my Sprocket, a HP Sprocket machine. It's like a tiny machine to print pictures. Then I have my Poly, and then this one is my Instax. I think that's the name. It's like a Fujifilm, yeah. So those print pictures here towards the top, and these are just decoration. Here is my mini vacuum cleaner. This is to pick up diamond painting if they spill, it works pretty well. You just charge with a USB cable. It works well. I have a candle on the back there. Of course, I don't light it in there. It has to be outside or I'll burn my house down. And then this is just Bluetooth little speaker that a friend gave me for my birthday. Really cute. And then this is from Arizona. It's just a decoration. This is another little box. It looks like a box for Chinese food. So cute. It's like candy. It has candy inside that my friend and her son got it to me. And this is a candle. Another friend gave it to me. And then this is a little paperweight. And then down here I have my clear stamps. I didn't have them in all the original packages, so I just put that same thing for DVDs. But yeah, this is how I keep my clear stamps. And in here is, on the back here, is stamps with dies. So back here is my clear stamps that came with a die. I have the place, of course, for my rubber stamps, but I also separate them from my clear stamps. So the rubber stamps with dies is in the box above this one with clear stamps with dies in this box. On the back here is where I keep my diamond painting stuff. The project that I'm doing, I have it over here and my little diamond painting tools, and here is my box to put whatever is left of the diamond painting drills that I didn't use. I just put it organized in this box right here. But yeah, so I put a name down here to remind myself that it's on the back there. If I need it, it's right there. Let me put this back. Okay, and guys, I'm so sorry, it's kind of shaky. It's just because I'm recording with one hand and trying to show everything with the other. So here I have just like a clipboard and then easel. This easel I use for diamond painting. So I got this easel on Amazon and it fits my light pad because it's so big. So I bought this easel to do my diamond painting. And then in this drawer I got from Michael's is where I keep all my wood stamps. My it's not the best organized. I cannot see everything. I would still have to go through them, but at least they have a designated place, like a drawer just for it. It's not in a box and I don't have to, like in like 2-3 different boxes separated or scattered around the room. That's not how it is anymore, so that's perfect. Even though I still have to go through them if I need it, they are in one place, so it's good. Here's just like punch board, and then my painter's palettes. I got these at Amazon, and those are just palettes if I need to paint anything. I have that, and then just punch boards to make envelopes and boxes. In here I have my lace and ribbons. They are not the most organized in the world, but it's a lot better than it was before, so I'm happy about that. And then down here, tissue paper. This is a rice paper that I got online. And then I have my tissue papers to start or journal or anything you want to do, honestly. So I have those two. And then I have this, I don't know if they are contact paper. No, they are decoupage paper that I got a Tuesday morning. They are from Martha Stewart. And it came in a box. When I bought something online, it came wrapped on this. And it's paper, so I didn't want to throw it away. I'm sorry, sometimes I will hoard stuff. But it's here, it's organized, and I think I thought it would give a little, it will give a nice texture to a project that I might do in the future, so I just kept it. And here I have spray paints and then Elmer's glue. I use Elmer's glue to make my homemade clay, so I have that whole container of glue there. This next drawer over here, I have some miscellaneous. This is the package that I used my DVD stuff, like pouches, is right here. And here I have like a little glitter stuff if I ever do like a shaker card or something. Not a lot, I have just these two and then a few little packages back there. This is like cold wax, just so my journal pages doesn't stick together, because a lot of them I use matte medium or Mod Podge, and then after you finish, it glues to the pages, glue each other. So you can pass this like a very small amount on top of it and you won't. There are other ways you can actually craft with this too, because it resists a lot of stuff, so it would work fine when you're crafting. These are just like a modeling paste. I had like 3 or 4 different packages of those, but they all dried out. And then this modeling paste here that I got on Amazon. Gesso, my texture page, the texture gel, wood glue, and then this big tub of glitter for decoupage from Martha Stewart, which is old, but it still works fine. Down here I have all kind of adhesive, my matte gel, and then tack glue and normal glue, Mod Podge, and I use this to finish my diamond paintings. I use this to finish my diamond paintings. They are not from like brands that we know. We know like the expensive brands, normally you don't really have to do that. I never had to, but the cheap ones you do. The cheap ones you have to cover because the drills pops out. So this drawer is just for glues, wet glue and adhesive. And I have obviously too many of the double-sided tapes. I have every thickeners that you can think of, like 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch. Those are all my adhesive, and then I have my foam little dots in here. That's that. Then down here, those are blank cards. Thank you cards and birthday cards and just like cards in general that I have. Those pretty ones I got a Tuesday morning a long time ago, and I love them. They're so pretty. But they are blank cards if I need to give it a card to someone. I have that. And Christmas cards, and those are my card drawer. This is my clay drawer. Right now it has just my paper clay, but I have other, but I do make my own clay also. And then all of these are my molds for clay. And then in this little container right here I have my tools, modeling, like to mold the clay. They're out there, and I use this to make my own clay. So, and then down here is just acetate, and I use this this is recycled acetate. When it came in a package, I just keep it here. If I need to do a card or a shaky card or something, I use this. And this is aluminum foil from the it's from the kitchen. It's kind of beat up right now because I used to give it texture to a few of the things I do with clay, but I didn't throw it away. Still useful, so I left it there. And then this is acrylic base. It's just like a circle. I got this eBay a really long time ago. I used to work with homemade clay a lot more before, so I used this as a base for little dolls that I used to make. So yeah, so that's that. And then we're gonna move on to this side. So this is just my little decoration. This is my little decoration. It's also from my friend and her son. She gave me that. This is my record player. I got this Burlington a few years back. It does play. I like records. I like to play records here sometimes. Those are the few records I have. And then down here I have this little container that It came with chocolate and I kept it. I didn't throw it away. So I put my fancy crystals in here. I think they're called Swarovski crystals. I'm sorry if I'm pushing the name. I don't know how you really say it, but those are fancy, kind of expensive crystals, so I keep them here. Here I have buttons, little container full of buttons that I got at Michael's a few years back. And then here I have some paper punches. It came in this container. I got it Tuesday morning. It was super cheap compared to what the original price was. So those are paper punches. And then here I have my stuff that I use to, of course, craft. So here are all metal stuff. So I have metal O-rings, and then this is my metal corners. You see, all are metal here. All is metal. And then down here I have buttons. All the buttons I have are organized in here. And then in here, also down here, I have metal, miscellaneous. The stuff that I didn't fit on this top container because it was too big, I have it here. And then these are like snowflakes. They are made of kind of a fabric, snowflakes. I used this to make a costume once, and I bought few packages, and it was cheap, but they're so pretty, and I still have like a ton, so I kept in here. These are makeup eyeshadow that I got a Dollar Tree a few years back, and I use sometimes to mix it with my embossing powder because I don't have colorful embossing powder, so I use eyeshadow to give color to it. I don't have many. I have mostly pink, white, and kind of bronze and yellow, the eyeshadow I'm talking about, and then I mix that with my embossing powder to give color to my project. So down here I have beads. Those are all my beads that I have. I organized this in this container. By the way, these containers are from Walmart. I bought them all at Walmart. A few at a time because they can be kind of pricey. But yeah, they're all from Walmart. And then also here I have more beads. Whatever it didn't fit in this container, I put it on this top one. So these are all the beads I have. They're all here. And this thing where everything is setting up, like this furniture here, I got at Michael's. This from here to here is one, and then from here to the bottom is another one. Actually two, but they fit on top of each other, and you have like screws to screw them together. So okay. And then here I have a few letters, like chipboard letters and pearl letters, and then a few containers, like mini glass containers in here that I bought a Tuesday morning. The reason why I have letters in here and not with the other stickers what I showed you before is because these are the very first letters I ever bought. I used to take them out of the original packaging they came from and came with, and now put it in here because I never thought that I was gonna have so much crafting stuff. This is old. This is when I started. And then here I have pins and magnets. Let me pull this out. So yeah, in here I have pins and magnets, and this is like wax seal, but I don't use that wax. I can if I want to, but right now I use glue sticks, like actually for the glue gun. They're like colorful, so you can just put it in a glue gun, melt it, and then use your seal to seal with that. It will look like wax, but it's not. It's just glue from hot glue. It's like just hot glue. Yeah, so that's that. And then here I have wood veneers. Those are all wood stuff. Like letters, little pins, and figures. So yeah, everything wood related is in that. And then in here I have pom-pom, flowers, and foam. Those are more colorful, like very light stuff that I mostly don't use very often, but if I need to, I have it here. And down here are my paper punches. This is heavy. Those are both are paper punches. These two containers have my paper punches. I'm not gonna pull it out because it's way too heavy. And then down here I have my, this is watercolor. I didn't have watercolor and then I went insane and bought way too much. So yeah, this is my watercolor. I bought it on Amazon. My very fancy Prismacolor collection of color pencils. I don't have any other place to put it, so it's in here. Fits okay, fits totally fine there. I love looking at it and keeping it safe. And down there I have my in here I have just a clipboard with pretty paper, and this is my paper trimmer. I just have my paper trimmer here, and below I have my scoring board, and below that is a glass mat, which is not too big. I don't use very often, but I have it, so it's in this size right here. My glass mat, my scoring board, and then my paper trimmer. That's the name of my channel right there. By the way, I got that also a really long time ago at Michael's. I bought one at a time then kept it together. It operates with batteries, so that's why I don't turn it on very often, but it lights up and looks really pretty. So yeah, so I hope you like it. I hope you can get some ideas for yourself, and hope you enjoy, everybody. Take care. Bye.